Hank Burl here yet again with thedailyrock.com, backstage of the House of Blues with leading lady Lex of Straight Line Stitch. So a year ago, you guys were playing in the Double Door here in Chicago.
That's right.
You were playing with Kitty, you were playing with Soil, and I had the pleasure of meeting you guys then. You guys put on a fun little show. And here you are a year later with Soulfly and at the House of Blues. So bigger and better venues already.
Still doing it, still grinding.
How's the ride?
It's fun. Every tour is a different experience, so we're enjoying it. We always do. We find something to have fun. It's awesome.
How much radio play did you get off your first album, do you think?
From Sirius, oh man, they supported the hell out of us. So big shouts out to Jose Mangan at Sirius. We got quite a few as far as active rock, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they played our music on active rock. It was more, Sirius internet podcast type thing.
Gotcha. And your support's been growing from more of the underground with podcasts and whatnot?
Yeah, I think our following is a little bit more underground because people really don't know who we are just yet. There hasn't been enough coverage, which I'm hoping will change with this album drops.
And have you been writing at all lately?
We actually just finished up writing. We just got done doing a bunch of writing for the new album that's going to be dropping in March. So we haven't done any new writing besides that,
This will be a long-awaited album, so what sorts of changes will be coming out of your sound now, do you think?
It almost sounds cliche, but I'm really proud of this album, and I think that it stands alone, not just because it's this is our latest album coming out, but I feel like we took a stand on, writing this album, as far as when Sky High's Wash Ashore album, it was more we were getting our feet wet, people were telling us what to do, and this is how it needs to sound, and totally just rewriting our songs, and now when we recorded this album, it's what, this is about us, this is our music, so we just, I feel like this album is more of who we are as a band.
And who are you as a band?
I feel that we're a little bit more mature. I think we are stronger than a lot of people think we are. We've been in the game for a minute, and we've lasted a good, we've lasted a pretty good time. So I think we're strong people.
Okay. What sorts of themes did you write about this time around? What got you to paper?
I wrote a lot about on this record. I was really angry when I wrote. I was really, really angry because I feel like our band, I feel like we're the underdogs, and I feel like there was a lot of opportunities that we missed out on because of politics, and just that angered me. And I wrote about that. I just pretty much wrote about well, I'll be on the sidelines for this time, but I'm gonna come back bigger and better. That's what it's about, pretty much. Just staying and fighting, not quitting like people want you to do.
What sorts of opportunities did you miss out on?
Just a number of things. I don't really want to bring it up because I don't want to name names or anything.
Don't need to.
So, it was just missed opportunity, and I like to leave it at that. It's sort of annoying to talk about it.
Fair enough. You think you'll get it back at it the second time around?
To me, I think that there's always bigger and better things. So, if I miss that, then there's got to be something else bigger along the way. I've got to think that way,
Of course.
Or else do it,
What bigger and better things are in your sights now?
Bigger, better tours, more coverage on the band. Those are things that I see in our future,
So the album will drop in March.
Yes.
Do you have a tour planned after that? Will you tour on the album right away?
Our management's in the process of putting all that stuff together right now.
Okay.
So.
Are there any acts you would like to tour with? Can you drop some names? Who would you like to tour with?
1,000 bands. I'd love to go back out on tour with Devil Driver again, because I just love those guys. I'd like to go on tour with Metallica. That'd be I think every band wants to go on tour with Metallica. As I Lay Dying, Kill Switch, Five Finger Death Punch, In This Moment. These are bands that are doing really well right now, and there's a lot of bands I like to go out with. Those are just to name a few.
And what gets you charged up when you get out there and perform? Is there anything you think about, meditate, anything like that?
Usually, I said this today earlier, we did a radio interview. Before we play, I'm always a a ball of nerves. I'm always, you can find me in a corner shaking or something. It's till that moment when I hit the stage and there's people cheering. That's what motivates me to.
So are you nervous right now?
No, like probably during the middle of Insight set, it'll start to kick in. It'll start to be like, okay, I gotta get ready, on stage.
And how do you feel afterwards?
Thankful. I'm just like, thank you, God. I made it. I made it through the show.